Australia program. Today we're going to target and we're going to talk more about studying Tasmania category. I've got my name is Suriappa. I'm a registered migration agent and an education consultant. And to my right, I've got Mr. Mickey Chhabra. He's a senior education consultant and head of our education consultants. So, Mickey.
Thank you very much, Isru, for introducing myself to everyone out there. Hi, everyone. My name is Mickey, and I'll be talking to you about all your student visa needs and education prospects that you're looking forward to studying in the future for your PR pathways in Australia. And today we'll be covering only one topic, which is going to be the hottest topic of all times currently.
Mickey's favorite. Mickey always say
my favorite, yes.
Tasmania is the best place to study, and Mickey's recruiting everyone from everywhere to Tasmania.
Absolutely. So
I don't know if he's got some shares in the aeroplanes or something.
So we're gonna be talking about the Tasmania, study in Tasmania, and how that can lead yourself to a 491 or a 190 visa. We've all heard about the new priority list that has come out. So Isru will discuss about those options and give it back to me so we can discuss about the course options according to the priority list for Tasmania again.
So towards the end of the week, in migration side of the operation, we'll be producing a video focusing on migration to Tasmania and the general skill migration category. We will talk to you about all the 189, 190, 491 categories and 191. Today, I will briefly describe what's happening and what's 189, 190, and what is also what's in it. What does it all mean? Like, so I understand some of our clients, especially students who are studying currently in Australia, they're very confused. We talk about state migration, and then all of a sudden we say Brisbane Open and the Queensland Open and Victoria Open,
very confusing,
and then Tasmania Open. And they see my friends just traveled to Tasmania. What's happening? What's going on? They're confused. Please, it is very important to understand what's in it for you and where you stand and what's your migration program. Yes. So we're here to educate you as much as we can, and we will talk to you about education pathways, what sort of courses available, what's the right way of doing it. Just to brief you about all these 189, 190, 491 pathways, what it means is those are the visa subclasses under general skill migration category. General skill migration mostly is for people who's got a background in their academic or work experience, which Australia's inviting them to come and join to migrate to Australia. So 189 is the independent general skill migration category, where you do not need a state or a secondary person to sponsor you. Today, I'll talk a little bit more about 190 and 491 categories, targeting on Tasmania. For both 190 and 491, you need to have a state sponsorship or a state nomination. So for you to be eligible, you need to fulfill the requirements for the federal government, which is which you would have done through 189, and also you need to fulfill that specific state's migration programs requirements. So 190 is a state permanent residency pathway. So for that, with the states, you get 5 points if you get invited, and each state they will nominate certain list of occupations that they would support to invite towards their migration program. And also 491 is not a permanent resident pathway. It is a permanent resident pathway, but 491 visa is not permanent residency. It's a pathway to permanent residency where you are lacking certain experience or certain points. You can get qualified and then go into 191 to become a permanent resident. So 491 visa is for 5 years, and after 3 years you can qualify and apply through 191 to become a permanent resident.
Yeah.
I'll now shortlist what's 190 and what's 491. 190 focus on Tasmania. There's two categories. One for Tasmanian graduates, and also the other one is 491 for people who's working in Tasmania. And you need to get at least 65 points to be qualified for this program. And then you need to have, you will be getting 5 points from the state. So you need to have at least 60 points by your own. And 491, you get 15 points from the state. So you need to have at least 50 points by your own, which is more attractive to most of our clients. If you're lacking the points due to your age, due to your English qualifications. So it is a very attractive, good program, the 491. The main students who's looking for migration pathways, I'll tell, I think Nikki will talk more about it, but the main difference for clients who's looking to apply for 190 or 491, 190, if you going through the study in Tasmania category, you only need to study 40 weeks from 40 week studies.
Whereas 190 is 92
sorry,
weeks.
92 weeks for 190,
Right.
492 is 40 weeks,
Yeah.
the categories.
491, yeah.
So 491, there are 5 categories. I'll briefly touch base again. We spoke about 2 categories for 190. 491, we have Tasmanian graduate category where you need to study 40 weeks in Tasmania, and then coming to the 491 category, you need to have a bachelor's degree or a diploma, or else Mickey is going to go talk to you in detail about the priority industry training list, which prescribes or that gives you the option to study Cert 3 or Cert 4 and come into the program. So it is that's the key point where people are curious and wondering about, am I eligible for this? What is this hot list? So if you take the surrounding out and look into the cream, priority list. This is for students. And then I'll quickly tell you about the other categories under 491 in Tasmania. Outside of graduate category, we have working in Tasmania category for 491 as well, 35,000 Tasmanian skill occupation list. You need to have a job earning about 53,900 or above. And then we have the overseas category. Under overseas, there's A and B. Again, your occupation needs to be either under TSOL list, or you have to have a job offer. Number 4 is you need to have a close family living in Tasmania. The family member has to sponsor you. It can be your brother, sister, uncle, aunt, or your mother, father, or grandfather, grandmother. If they're related to you through your spouse, they're not eligible. So they need to be the main applicants, immediate family members. Finally, the 5th category under 491 is the small business owner category. It's very similar to Queensland small business owner category, but there are some exclusions. There are some other requirements where with this they're expecting you to predict a $53,900 income earning throughout the next 3 years before you come into 191. And also, it cannot be a franchise. It has to be a business other than certain businesses such as supermarkets. Cannot be a contract cleaning business or a security business. It cannot be a massage parlor. It cannot be a limited purpose restaurant, and etc. We had a really good seminar with Tasmanian government yesterday, which they gave us a broad insight to the program again, outside of what's been populated in websites and etc. So we will discuss in further. I think there are some questions coming through. As I always say, before I hand it over to Mickey, if you haven't subscribed so far, please subscribe, like us, and join us. So every time when we put some information out, you'll be notified. And also, we are expecting to come online through this channel again every Wednesday, this time at 3 o'clock. We'll be here talking to you about a different prospect of study and supporting the international students to with information for with their migration. So also, please put your questions down below in the comment section. Please don't put your contact numbers or contact details. You can contact us directly through admin@sirus.com.au or any of the phone numbers. And we decided to give any of our clients who's watching this free initial consultation without any charge for the week.
Absolutely.
Let's say for the week. And so just be in touch. And if you have a question, type it below or send us an email and we'll respond to you. If we can't get through to all the questions within this half an hour we've got, we will be responding it back to you as soon as possible. And with the YouTube members, we might not be able to get your questions after we finish this in this session. So if you have a question, please retype it when we repost it, because after the video, after the session, we will be reposting this video and circulating it. So Mickey, is there any questions out there, or you want to touch base about the priority list and the?
I'll talk about the priority list first, Isu, if you don't mind.
Sure, please
taking the questions, because that might just clear their head a bit. When I talk about the priority list in Tasmania, study in Tasmania for options for 491. A lot of students have got a lot of questions. How does it work? What happens if I go to Tasmania? I can't find a job, in the industry. So 491 actually helps you out here if you think you cannot find a job, because we can do a career plan for yourself at the end of your 1 year of education. So basically, the priority list has come out for Tasmania, where there are quite a few courses that you can take up, and that could lead to 491 in Tasmania. Be mindful, guys, that in order to go for 491 with 1 year education plan, you need to have a skill assessment prior to going to Tasmania, or while you are there as well. You can seem to have that. If you have got a skill assessment, you can definitely go and study there for 1 year, which you don't need to get a skill assessment in the particular course that you're going for. Let's say, for example, you've done your Masters of Professional Accounting and you've done your PY, or you might have got 7 each and you already got a skill assessment as an accountant. Okay, you can't find a job in Queensland, and you're not able to apply for 491 or 190, or it's not open on the list, or maybe you're waiting too long for 189 visa and you want further options. What are you going to do now? The options are running out. So my suggestion to you guys would be that if you go for the priority list in Tasmania, it might be helpful. Say you want to go there and study one of the courses on the priority list, which will help you toward the pathway to 491. I'll touch base to some of the courses that are there in the priority list.
And one other good thing about Tasmania, just before you start, okay, Tasmanian government's been very generous and respectful in terms of populating the territory, the Tasmanian state, where even though we time to time we see a lot of people study in certain sector, and it's in hot demand or requirement when they start, and towards the end they find it's no longer there, and they get lost. But with Tasmanian program, they've always considered or given opportunities to people who has already been there by a certain date. So it's one of the only states
good point, because they don't just cut you off. So if they change the rules, they're gonna give you time that anybody who's been to Tasmania already started studies from this date prior, the rules will not change for them.
Yeah.
That is the positive. That's what Isru is trying to
Yeah.
convince you guys, that if you think that what happens if I go to Tasmania and 1 year later they change the rules and I haven't finished my education. No, they'll give you a cut-off time, that it will start to happen after the certain time and date. So you might be safe there. So getting back to some of the courses that are currently on the hot list is Certificate 4 in Aging Support, which is Health Allied Services course. You can finish this course in 52 weeks. It's available in Tasmania, and it starts from somewhere around $7,000 for the course. Another excellent course option here related to health is Diploma of Community Services. So if you apply to study at one of the colleges in Tasmania for Diploma of Community Services, and you finish it in 52 weeks, you will be eligible for a 491 as well. And these courses could be starting from $9,000 for the full duration of this course for 1 year. A lot of students come and ask me, does the Diploma of Community Services need to be accredited with ACWA? The answer is no. It does not need to be accredited with ACWA, because you're not going for a skill assessment with this course. You're only going to complete this education as part of the priority list in Tasmania, and you are fulfilling the requirement for 491 for 1 year of education with this course. There might be options available if you're already on a 485 visa and you've got 1 year or more left on your 485 visa. You could also finish a Diploma of Community Services. I've just got a call today, and they've got a special going on for $6,750 if you're on a 485 visa and you want to do a Diploma of Community Services in Tasmania, but that's going to be on a waiting list. So the first available intake, we're looking at approximately April or May. There are other options available which has recently come into the list, is the Disability Services course. Now, the Disability Services course, you can start from a Certificate 3 level as well, and you'll still qualify for a 491 visa in Tasmania. So Certificate 3 in Individual Support, majoring in Aging and Disability, available for 52 weeks again, which is a very nice course if you want to take over this course. And I'm sure Tasmanian government wants a lot of workers for the Disability Services program in Tasmania, and there are a lot of jobs available as well, to be honest, everywhere in Australia in the sector. So this course again available for 52 weeks and starting from $8,000 for the whole duration of the course. You could also club this course with a Diploma of Community Services and make it a package together for 2 years. So if you want to try this course for 52 weeks and later you decide, no, you want to go for a 190 category, you can club this course with a Diploma of Community Services, which is going to be extra 52 weeks you will have to study. And you can club it and make it 104 weeks, and you can finish it in 104 weeks to apply for a 190 category in Tasmania. And that you can do from approximately $16,000 for this course if you club it with Certificate 3 in Individual Support.
Yeah.
Now, getting back to a lot of other courses that I have on the list would require some experience background, at least 6 months of experience in Tasmania. Say, for example, if you go for transport and logistic category, so there's a course called the Diploma of Logistics in Tasmania, available for 52 weeks. If you are on a 485 visa and you want to finish this course, you can go as cheap as $5,500 for this course. But the only thing is, you must have at least 1 year of experience anywhere outside Tasmania, or 6 months of experience in Tasmania to be eligible for a 491 category under this course. Similarly, I see a lot of students coming in to my office and saying, hey, look, I've been working in the hospitality industry, I've been working in a restaurant, so could that be helpful? Yes, there's a good news for you guys. So there's another course option available, which is favorite for everybody in this category, Certificate 4 in Commercial Cookery. So if you are working in the hospitality industry and you've got some experience already, 12 months or more experience in the hospitality industry outside of Tasmania, you could be eligible for a 491 visa for Tasmania if you finish certificate for commercial cookery in Tasmania. I'm not saying somebody's already done this course. No, it is not for you. It is for somebody who has not finished this course prior, but has been working in this category for 12 years, 12 months or more outside of Tasmania. Or you could be finishing this course in Tasmania and you have to work, uh, have to have minimum 6 months of experience in Tasmania. So you can finish this course in 52 weeks on a fast track, and this will cost you around $8,000 again to finish this course. There could be some extras for enrollment fees, and you might have to buy a chef's uniform, so you're looking at around $400-500 extra on top. Uh, Another exciting course is for those hospitality workers who don't like the kitchen. You know, we get a lot of students. Oh, I'm not interested in working in the kitchen, Mickey. Sorry. Can you advise me if I can take another course outside of the kitchen? Yes, you have an option to study Diploma of Hospitality for 52 weeks, starting from 7,900 for the full course. But again, you must
7,900 for the whole year.
whole year, yeah.
So you don't
for the
have to
full
pay
course.
that in upfront.
No, so you can pay in installments. All these courses that I'm talking about, you can pay in installments every month. So you can split it into 12, and you might be paying $600 or $700 a month, and you could finish this course in 1 year. With Diploma of Hospitality, again, ladies and gentlemen, so there will be again the same category applies that you must have experience of minimum of 12 months in the hospitality industry if you're coming from outside of Tasmania, or 6 months experience if you are, or if you got experience in Tasmania if you're already there. Now, similarly, same thing applies to the Diploma of Tourism Management, which is on the priority list as well. Again, 52 weeks course. You can split the payment. You can pay installments, monthly installments, and you can finish this off in 52 weeks, and it will cost you approximately $10,000 for this course. If somebody is looking for a higher level of education, you might not be interested in 491. The 190 master's course is available in the priority list. Only one course which I could find in Tasmania is at University of Tasmania, which is Masters of Information Technology. 104 weeks, 2 years, starting from $17,000 a semester, which leads to both options, 491 and 190, for the Tasmanian priority list. We'll take up some questions if got some questions coming up.
I think we've got quite a few questions to go, and again, the time's pressing, so we'll be quick. So I've got a couple of questions from Facebook, and then we'll come to YouTube soon. Gaurav Thapa, his question is: working in Victoria as a registered nurse for 1 year in aged care sector as a registered nurse, skill assessment with 70 plus 5 points, did not get positive response. I'll probably take up this question. There'll be other education answers for you, but as the question needs to be a little bit more explained, so I think it'll be a good one if you talk to us directly and set up an appointment. Gaurav, I'll do an initial free consultation. But look, I don't know if you really have to stick with Victoria if you have to do it that way. And there are other incentives from programs outside, and also don't forget, don't only depend yourself in 189, 190, 491 categories. You have 482 and 494, especially 494 for registered nurse. Queensland, Tasmania, even Victoria, it's working really well. You're in a good sector. Registered nurse are in high priority, high demand at the moment. So you might have other options and employee nominated options as well. So the answer is quite wide and long. To be more suitable, please be in touch, send us an email or get in touch with us over the phone. We'll give you a personalized consultation. Hope that helped you, Gaurav, with that. Lakshan Madhushankar from Facebook. I have a refusal of my visa subclass 500 because I put a course diploma in hospitality. Can you explain how can I move and apply again? See, Lakshan, we need to determine whether you applied from you sound like you're a Sri Lankan. So whether did you apply from Sri Lanka or did you apply while you're onshore in Australia? So the shortest solution for you is if you're in Sri Lanka.
It also depends even if it's onshore, what visa is he sitting on, what category visa is he on, has he appealed to AIT or not, so.
Are you within the timelines? Or if you're in Sri Lanka, please be in touch. Please talk to, we can guide you to our local office. They can help you. It won't cost you anything extra. And otherwise, we'll be happy to take up your call as well. And also, I just wanted to tell our audience, if you have a question, you don't. We are a multilingual, multicultural office here.
Yeah.
So we have one of our strengths within the office is we have a lot of
different languages
you can talk to. Sometimes you might have IELTS 7 or 8, but when it comes to a personal matter, you might want to talk to us in your own language. ලංකාවේ කෙනෙක් නම් මට සිංහලෙන් කතා කරන්න මම ඉන්නවා මම අපේ තව ඒජන්ට්ස්ලා ඉන්නවා අපිට සිංහලෙන් ඔයාලට උත්තර දීලා සිංහලෙන් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. Mikiට තේරෙනවද දන්නේ Miki, you can talk to
अगर आपने हिंदी में डिस्कशन करनी हो या पंजाबी च ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ more than welcome ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਾਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ.
We have support staff from Colombian background who can speak Spanish, Italian, Korean, Dutch, African, Chinese. So take the opportunity if you want to talk to us in a different language. Feel free to talk to us in your own language in that way. So
take up some questions from YouTube now, I guess, and then we'll reply back to Facebook.
Gurinder Singh's got a question. Subclass 500, Miki, you take it this.
I want to defer my course to the next February 2022 because there are no options of mid-semester in our course. Otherwise, we'll have to pay 13 lakh July for next 13 lakh from India. Your suggestion. Look, Gurbinder, in this scenario, it really depends if your university is allowing you to defer the course. There's only limited information available. What course are you doing and why you want to defer this course? It's because of money. That really depends on your university or college where you're studying. Unfortunately, there's nothing much I can assist you with deferment. But yeah, deferral is not going to affect your future pathway to PR. That is one thing I can assure you. But please be in contact with a good agent, an education agent who can guide you the perfect pathway so you don't miss out on anything and regret later. So talk to someone.
Talk to if you want to talk to us or if you want to talk to Miki in your own language. We have WhatsApp +61 4506 74787. 74787 stands for Sirus. So Buddhika's got a really good question. Buddhika Balasuriya from Sri Lanka. His question is his wife is currently
bridging pathway in Tasmania.
Masters in teaching, intends to do a course. So she's intending to study in Australia master's course, and she's currently teaching in government schools in Sri Lanka. And I think the requirement of IELTS is 7.5.
It's 7.5 overall, 8877 for teaching profession in Australia. So you would need 8877, not 7 each. But 7.5 overall. Bridging pathway in Tasmanian unis, if the IELTS average is low, there could be a possibility, but not for teaching. Other courses, yes. There's some courses which you cannot just, there's a specific requirement for going to one of those courses.
You might have a different pathway like WET trainer or any other program.
There's Masters of Education you can take, and that could lead to a permanent residency pathway if you find a job and do your apprentices.
Correct.
With 1 year of experience.
Maybe you might need a support from us a little bit broader in that way. So be in touch. We have a local office in Colombo as well, in Kolpiti. So Resha or Venapu office, Salome, they'll be more than happy to support you, or you can contact us directly. It's such a small world.
Okay, guys, we'll take one more last question before we go, and then we'll answer all your questions online. Shweta Patel. I studied Masters of Business Information System in Sydney, Australia, and this December 21 finished my course. What can I do next? I moved to Tasmania, and which course I can give trade course? Shweta, or continue with my PY. If PY is compulsory for your skill assessment, you will have to finish your PY. There's no option. Once you get your skill assessment as a business analyst in Business Information System course, then you can take any one of the courses on Tasmania priority list, as we discussed just a while back. If you missed out on them, you can watch this video once again, or send us an email on admin@sirus.com.au.
Yeah.
And we'll be more than happy to answer your questions, or come in for a free consultation if you are in Brisbane.
We're here to help.
Yeah. So there are multiple options. If you done your MBIS, it could be an option where you have finished your 485 visa as well, and then you can go to Tasmania, and you still have an option to apply for 491 out of Tasmania. So I think we'll finish off our QA here.
There's quite a few more questions, and as we said, we will be reposting this again in YouTube and Facebook. It will still be available. So as soon as we repost, please copy your question and repost it, and we will definitely answer your question. If you need an urgent response back, please try to be in touch with us via admin@sirus.com.au, or our direct phone line is +61 13000 74787, which is 13000 Sirus, or you can WhatsApp us, which our staff don't really like. It's so many WhatsApp messages comes through from all over the world. +61 4506 74787.
Phone or email, better, guys. We'll respond back.
So you'll get a response quicker.
Thank you so much, guys, for showing your love and attending this live session today with a huge audience today. We love to see more and more of you together, and I hope you like this session today. You get some more information, and keep connected, keep liking our page, our posts, so we know that you are interested in hearing more from us.
We will be coming back on live tomorrow for Migration Crowd. If you have any specific migration related questions, especially in business migration, employment nomination migration, which are hot topics in the country right now, because business migration, as we spoke earlier, there is a big change coming up end of the financial year this year, so 30th of June. So if certain people, you need to rush in to finalize your application before this comes in. If there's any question, please get ready for tomorrow. Otherwise, please be in touch with us on phone or email. And until then, stay safe. Have a good weekend.
Thank you very much, guys.
Bye-bye.